Good morning, guys. Well, I should say just morning, because it was a bit of a rough night. First night in the house with a new baby. He didn't want to sleep a whole lot. But we were up, we were ready to go. We've got to run to Lexington this morning, got to go to the baby's doctor. He has a 2-day-old checkup, I guess. He's up and he's having a little bit of breakfast. He's feeling good. Yeah.
Looks like he's holding his own bottle.
Yeah, he's been trying to hold his bottle. He's been trying to raise his head up. He's growing too fast. And Duncan's even holding his own breakfast. Oh, look how cute.
Asa!
But anyway, I gotta grab a monster. I gotta have a little bit of energy or I'm not gonna make it. Well, that was fairly quick and painless. Doctor came in, took a look at him, said everything looks good. Didn't even have to get any poking or prodding, just stethoscope and ears, eyes, nose, and everything. Said they want to see him back in just a couple of days, so we'll be making the trek again. But as long as everything's healthy and looks good, we're happy.
Yep, you look good.
Yeah. So let's go. We're gonna go grab some medicine for Christina, some leftover things, some pain pills and whatnot, and grab some lunch for everybody. Wow, that is ridiculous. We had 75 cents off in Kroger rewards points, so gas is $1.05 per gallon after that 75 cents off. Duncan's decided it's time to check out Dash and Dot, so we're installing all of the apps. And there it is. There's Dash and Dot. Why are you making faces?
Well, why am I installing all of them?
Because you gotta try a bunch of things out. There's things for different things. Apps for different things. So, let's get this thing out of the box. I got the Dash and Dot set up. Duncan's learning how to drive Dash around. It's pretty quick and painless so far. And I fell asleep in the chair. And little man is asleep on the couch. Just a sleepy day. Uh-oh, he got him stuck. There you go. Can you move his eye around? Use the right. Yeah, look at that. You can look all around. You can change his eye, make the lights glow or not. Uh-oh, it's like Austin Powers. He just got stuck. Oh look, I'm back out on the road again, by myself. Christina's prescriptions are done, so somebody has to go get them, and that's apparently me. So, that's okay. Duncan got really into that Dash and Dot thing. I got it all hooked up, got them all plugged in and updated and everything. And he was looking through the way to make Dash drive around, and then I introduced him to the little blocks programming language. It's kind of like using Scratch, which is something we kind of experimented with a little bit when we had the MakeBot thing, Mbot. He just wasn't really that into that one for some reason. I would say after he's experimented with Dash and Dot a bit, he may be more interested in doing that, but the Dash and Dot thing has just made it so simple. I need to definitely make a video on that for the main channel. I mean, that's the thing. Going forward, since we now have 2 kids, there's going to be an awful lot more programming stuff related to, a lot more video stuff related to kids' toys and related to learning toys, kids' toys, and baby tech and things like that. Not exclusively, obviously. There's going to be an awful lot about cameras and phones and tablets and whatever else. But there's going to have to be some exceptions made for, you know, oh look, here's a new baby monitor, or here's a new SIDS monitor, or any number of things like that. Oh, there's a new programming toy for kids, the Dash and Dot, and I think it'll make a good little addition to the channel. All right, quite a bit later, I had a nap. I napped for about an hour and a half, and I feel so much better. Christina's parents took Duncan out for a little while, and Christina kind of just sat and worked with Ellis and gave him food when he wanted food and gave him comfort when he needed comfort, and I laid in the recliner and slept, and it was nice because I know good and well I'm not gonna get a whole lot tonight.
That's hot.
Popcorn. Let's see. Oh, Jiffy Pop. You had Jiffy Pop before, Duncan?
No.
We just cannot seem to get him to stay awake today. Hey. Why don't you wake up?
All night.
You have to get both of us up, but you for the most part. Yeah.
Mommy up all night.
And he scratched himself. He's got such little fingernails. And he's just sleeping. But he's been eating good. Yeah. The doctor said everything looks good. Yeah. So, good stuff. Because he didn't want to sleep last night, We need to see if this thing works. It's been a long time. I think we put fresh batteries in it when we brought it back out, or maybe not. Nope, must have forgotten. And it takes 4D batteries. Ridiculous. I need to do some looking around and see if there's a way that I can pop this thing open and wire it into the wall or something. Because 4D batteries, that's ridiculous. There we go. That's a lot of batteries. Luckily we did have a whole set. Please work. Oh, it's alive. There we go. Sounds pretty terrible though. I've been meaning to contact, there's a company called 4Moms, I think, that makes one that's Bluetooth controlled and pressure, all sorts of fun connected things. I may have to get in touch with them, see if they're interested in having their stuff reviewed. Oh, but it does make sound. Oh, and this thing spins. So it does still work. Yeah, it works. There we go. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stuff I shouldn't be doing because my back is really hurting.
Well, then why don't you go sit down and rest? Hanging out with my little buddy, man. Look at that. Little thing says, I love my daddy.
It's not a good idea to not do it, Mom.
It's good times. I'm just sitting up.
I'm pretty sure.
He has such a strong neck. He can lift his head up and look around. 2 days. 2 days old. And he can do that. Oh, the pie is a pie. That's my granny's apple pie recipe. Sort of an apple mush pie or an apple sauce pie. Pie and ice cream. Yep. Look at that.
I think you're supposed to help it a little bit.
Nope.
Oh.
It'll do it all on its own. Well, he liked it for just a second. What do you think about that? I think it's time for food anyway. That's much better. Look at this. He's been trying, like he'll put his little hands up and he tries to hang on to the bottle the whole time. He's just growing up way too fast. He's trying to do everything fast. Gotta keep up with bigger brother. What happened?
I just speed up a
He's
lot.
awake, kind of.
You
So
turned the
Papa was
light on.
kissing on him and he spit up. Did he spit up on Papa?
No.
Aw, I wish I could have gotten that.
Hey,
You're not gonna wake up now?
you turn. Oh, there we
He
go,
is. It's just so bright.
Daddy. I know you need that for your filming, but you turn on a bright light.
Alrighty, Christina's gonna start working on the Christmas tree, and me and littlest man are gonna hang out in the office, and I'm gonna do some editing. He is just zonked out. Okay, well, the vlog is edited at this point. It's only 7 minutes and 20 seconds up until right now, so I thought I would go ahead and just back and forth with you a little bit. I haven't done that in a while little man sleeps. Just in case you were curious, this TV that I have up here on the wall, I've been using it as, monitor for my second desktop, gaming, movies, all sorts of stuff like that. Using it for the Shield TV device as well. I paid $280 for this. It's regularly around $300, or at least it was for Cyber Monday and Black Friday and all that, and then they had coupons off on top of it, so I paid $280 for it. However, I just checked again earlier today. It's $250 on H.H. Gregg's website, so you should definitely go check out my video on it. You can see the quality of the TV in the video. The picture is beautiful. As you guys have seen, I've had trouble getting 4K at 60 Hertz to work on it. That's really just issues with the source. But other than that, it's beautiful quality picture. It does 1080p at 60 frames a second with no problems. It's just that 4K 60, you have to have HDMI 2.0. My desktops are not capable of HDMI 2.0, and I just haven't spent enough time getting the Shield TV to work at 4K 60, and that's my own fault for too much stuff is going on. Wow. It looks like the 55-inch version of this TV is $499 today. Although I think it was $4.99 on Black Friday and Cyber Monday also, so this is not really an amazing deal. Maybe I've seen it as low as $450. If I saw it drop to $400, $399, I would probably pick one up because our main TV is 55 inches. It's 1080p, but it's 120 hertz. It's a great TV. It's an Insignia. It was cheap, super cheap. I think I paid $500 or $550 for it 3 or 4 years ago from Best Buy. It's having some weird little quirky issues. We don't have warranty on it or anything, and I paid $500 for it. I don't care that much. Biggest reason I haven't jumped on this 55-inch Seiki yet is just I don't watch TV. I don't sit in there and watch TV for the most part. Now that Ellis is here, I might end up having to do that a little bit more. It also means, depending on how things go, I may end up having to use my laptop an awful lot more. And I will say, now that I've switched over to Adobe Premiere Elements, having that laptop is so much better. I had some weird power issues with it when I upgraded to Windows 10. I ended up wiping it all out and starting fresh and getting all of the appropriate drivers for it back on there. it didn't work great out of the box because I didn't get everything restored properly. But I've got some of the power profiles taken care of. I've actually got Premiere Elements on there, which is working so much better for me than Movie Studio. I don't know why I never bothered to try Premiere Elements again. Movie Studio is not a bad piece of software, don't get me wrong. But Premiere Elements, in terms of just the rendering speed, so much better. It's actually saved me $1,000 now because I'm not paying $1,000 for a brand new laptop. Realistically, looking back, I probably could have just continued using my old desktop and been pretty decent. Don't know if I would have been as fast at rendering as I am with my new one. The new one, these vlogs, when they get to 25 minutes long, I can still render them in 7 minutes, which is wow. Of course, if I switched up to 1080p 60 or if I switched up to 4K, that would go down dramatically. I am still so tired. It would go dramatically up, so instead of being 6 or 7 minutes, it would be 15 or 20 or 30, which still really isn't that bad. And I shouldn't be making a 30-minute 4K video anyway. But actually, let's see, what day is this even? Today's Saturday? Yes. Which means tomorrow, if all goes according to plan, the new Panasonic G7 is going to be here, which means I've got to try to find some time to make more videos. I have so many things I have to make videos about at the moment. I just have a stack of things to go through. That whole table, that whole area is just ridiculous right now. So I've got to get to working on that. I've got to find the time. That's the biggest thing. Christina's dad is going to be heading out tomorrow. So for the next week, it's going to be the two of us, Duncan, Ellis, and Christina's mom. She's going to be sticking around for a few days to help out with us. And perhaps that means that I'll try to find some time during the week, you know, while I'm doing my day job types. Wait, no, I'm off work this entire week. So if between helping out with the baby as much as possible and having some extra help here, I might actually be able to get a little bit of work done. This could work out. This can work. It's all going to depend on sleep. And actually, if he will stay this calm and this quiet all the time, or most of the time at least, I might be able to just leave him in here while I film. Just turn him away from the super bright lights and, whoa, jerked a little. Turn him away from the super bright lights and I'll be good to film. And you know what, over the last few days I've been not so subtly reminded why I don't post content that's related to politics or religion or anything else of that nature. I posted that very, very quick, very simple video just dealing with some of the concerns I've heard people having about the FAA drone registration stuff. Sorry, I know I sound completely slurred and mumbled today. I promise I'm not drunk. Lack of sleep. That's the biggest problem here. But that FAA, the drone registration video, it's gotten a lot of good feedback and it's gotten so much bad feedback. It's not exactly split. It's not like 50-50 or anything. It's like 160 thumbs up and 30-something thumbs down, which is one of the more thumbs down videos that I've got. Because there are a lot of people that are really unhappy about it. And I definitely get that. I understand it entirely. But the biggest problem that I'm having with it is the comments. I get that people are upset about it. That's fine. And I get that a lot of people disagree with my viewpoint, and that's fine as well. But when you come to the video and you post a half dozen or more comments, if you have something that you want to say it in one comment and then move on. You don't have to go to every single thread in the video commenting on what other people are saying. And it wouldn't really be a big deal if it were one person that had done it one time. But there have been, I mean, on this video, most of my videos range between, let's say, 20 and 50 comments total. And the 50 comments are usually where I'm responding to a lot of them. But on this one, it's like 140 comments now, and it's a lot of them are just this, you know, one person will come along and they'll make a half dozen comments. Then somebody else immediately after them will come along and make a half dozen comments. And pretty much all the ones that are going in that direction are the people that either A, have been flying quadcopters or, excuse me, most of these people have been flying drones or UASs or things that are not necessarily quadcopters. So small model aircraft and helicopters and things like that. They've been doing this for years and years, and they're really upset by this. And I understand that. I totally get it. I was definitely not. I was more biased in the direction of quadcopters and hexcopters and multi-rotors than anything to do with helicopters or planes, because I don't know anything about those things, so I talk about what I know. But there are a lot of people that are upset because of that, and I get that. But you don't have to act like a complete turd about it. Anyway, rambling. But you know what? I probably have to go ahead and wrap this up for today. I didn't mean to sort of end that with just complaining about a video. Normally it'd be really nice to be getting lots and lots of comments on a video, but in this case, where it is one person doing so many comments, or 3 or 4 people doing a half dozen to a dozen comments, it's not really helpful. It's not making the video look any better. It's not making the video more popular. It's just people complaining. And because I have everything set up to where I receive emails for every single comment, when I wake up in the morning and I've got 15 new emails because one person commented on a video that many times, it's like, okay, cool. I get that you have a really strong opinion about this. commenting and whining about it on my video is not gonna change it. Sorry. Anyway, I'm done. I'm tired. Christina and Ellis are up in the bedroom. They're up in bed. Hopefully he is sleeping well. He's gonna be taking a bottle in another hour or two, and I'll probably try to do that one. I wanna make sure Christina gets lots and lots of sleep, and I think she took a pain pill, so she may be completely out for the rest of the night. So it's gonna be another fun night. I think we've got some visitors coming over tomorrow to meet him. Don't know if I'll pull the camera out for that or not. People from the church probably gonna be coming over. And if all goes according to plan, like I said earlier, the new Panasonic G7 should be here, and I'll be really looking forward to pulling that out, taking some photos, doing lots of video work with it. And if I can take, I mean, it takes such a little amount of time to do unboxings. If I can just take a few minutes and unbox it on camera, that could actually become 2 videos. One for the camera, one for the microphone. I guess the worst case, the absolute worst case scenario is that I could do it the way that I hate doing it, where you unbox it on camera with no audio and then come back later when I actually have a few minutes and film the main video portion of the stuff, talking about what's in the box and then going on with the rest of the video. I don't know. I suppose we will just have to see. Really looking forward to seeing how this turns out, because if it works out appropriately, I could put the Panasonic right there, the G7, where the camcorder's sitting in front of me. Anyway, I could put it over there, have the microphone overhead, or actually even have the mic mounted on it, and then maybe use this mic stand overhead as a secondary tripod for this, because I could use this as a B-roll camera while I'm filming, just have it facing straight down, filming whatever it is that I'm doing with my hands on the table, so I can be talking to the camera in front of me and still doing stuff with my hands overhead, and do sort of a multicam thing all the time, going back and forth between them. I saw Max Lee's video about his $10,000 studio setup, and he's got so many different cameras in there, all different angles and everything, and I would really love to be able to, well, okay, I don't want to be able to do a setup quite like that, but I would love to be able to have a setup like that or a setup where I could very easily go between multiple cameras. Of course, the software I've got doesn't work in multicam, so it really doesn't matter. I'd have to do everything manually, but doing it with just 2 cameras is not such a big deal. You just get in front of both of the cameras at the same time and clap multiple times. I've said this before, 3 times is a good minimum, just to make sure you have everything in sync and you have little waveform audio points that you can look at and say, this is the sync. I've gone off on a complete tangent again. I'm sorry, guys. Not entirely trying to pad the video, but kind of trying to pad the video. Tomorrow's going to be another good day. I'm really looking forward to it. So I will be back at you guys then. Thank you so much, as always, for spending the day with me and my family, my ever-expanding family that I'm having so much fun with. Thank you for all of your kind words and all of your support. It definitely means an awful lot to us. And we will see you again in the very next video. Bye, guys.